Welcome along to race number 4. After a point scoring finish for Nico Hülkenberg in Japan in race 3, we're taking off good expectations because Bahrain is a track with high speed and that is what our car delivers. So maybe we have a good opportunity for points again this week as we head to Bahrain. Now, we have got obviously car parts that are currently being manufactured and designed, so we are waiting for them. But you'll be glad to know that we have some improvements to make. We have our first chassis which is available and you can see the difference that them attributes are making. It is huge. So car 1, Nico Hülkenberg, is getting the new chassis this week. Our front wing is installed on both cars already, same as our rear wing. Side pods, we don't have any available, but as you can see they make a huge difference to car performance. We have got an underfloor which is already on, and we have got a suspension which can now be installed on both cars. So really, we're really hoping for that extra chassis and extra side pod to help out car number 2. We have got development for the chassis suspension, obviously no side pods built yet. Now, Bahrain, here we go. We're still waiting for the facility to be upgraded and complete. That is still basically 3 weeks away, so that is a lot of time left. We have got some money in the bank now as well. We can just check our facilities don't need doing, and they don't, so that is good. We've got to save up some money where we can and raise targets. So I expect we should be able to, or hope that both cars can finish in the top 16 based on our top speed, because Bahrain very fast, very thrilling, and we're going to hope that is the case. We're going to go to Bahrain though. We're going to see what we can do. We've got practice 1 under the lights, and then we'll get in to your qualifying. So into qualifying we go. It's Q1. The rubber is low at the moment. We're going to wait and see. We're going to send out when they send out. I was going to wait, but I feel like we send out when the AI send out, because usually they're sort of in the know, it feels. Now Gasly has come out. Hülkenberg's going to get a clean run as long as he don't get held up. Gasly should be out of the way. Hülkenberg with a purple middle sector. Look at that. 1/10 off Fernando Alonso. Hamilton 1.6 down though. Bortoleto coming across the line shortly. I told you this track might suit us. That is a very good indication. And Bortoleto also with a lot weaker time. 7/10 off. Bortoleto slots into P number 3. So that is some incredible start to qualifying. And we're about to start our final run, but look at this. Oh, we are right behind that car, and it's Bortoleto. Now, luckily, he got a good first lap in, which might save us, but I feel like we're faster than the Alpine, so this is going to really cost us. That Alpine is not going to pit either. So the question is, can we survive? Bortoleto is in 13th now, dropping all the time. As we go down the straight, we're going to get some great speed, but I don't feel like we're going to be able to make the most of it because that Alpine is not going to get out the way. We've got about 2/10 gap to the bottom 5 at the moment. All the time we're getting pace, but we can't make a move. Now Bortoleto, of course, 27.2. It's a 26.9. He's 3/10 off the pace in the first sector alone. But luckily, 3 cars have already gone out. And I think we're safe. Now, Hülkenberg is coming through. Going green at the moment through his sector. He comes to the middle sector. New tyres, rubbered in track, 40.2. And you can see a 40.6. We've dropped. You can see that in the comparison to the Alpine. But Bortoleto will survive. Antonelli is out of Q1. And that means Hülkenberg moves himself up to 8th. Bortoleto will be 14th. Maybe even Hajar will knock Behrman out as he comes across the line. He doesn't. We do make it through, even with some big traffic. A 29.8. That's a brilliant time by Nico Hülkenberg. As we move into Q2, we're going to start on the used soft tyres. Try and save ourselves the extra sets. And now, already into Q2. Sights and a lot of cars coming out early on. We're going to hope that we're going to get this fast lap through first of all with Stroll's coming out. Always the way. Going to hold us up. I don't think he did though. I don't think he did. And there we go. 3/10 off Russell. Bortoleto 1.2. Wow. Either Bortoleto is missing that chassis massively, or he just does not have the pace, or he got blocked. But new tyres to go on. We are P8 and P13. So, but Hulkenberg's got really good pace here. Really good pace. Now, we're going to wait until everyone starts to go out. Yellow flag, Jack Doohan spun on turn 11. And now I feel like there's a few cars. So I'm going to let that Alpine go. I'm not getting stuck behind that. There's a big enough gap here. And now both cars are about to get on their way. We need times from both of these. They should have track clear as well. And here we go. Both cars are going to get a clean run in qualifying in Q2 where it matters. There is a Haas coming out of the pits though, I do believe, of Ollie Behrman ahead. So I really hope that we don't get involved. And I think we have. Oh no. That is frustrating. It is. A 26.7. It's an improvement though. And a 27.0. Maybe he didn't hold us up too much. Bortoleto is a couple of attempts down on Hulkenberg though, as it stands. He's got to find time. Can we get Bortoleto through? We got both cars into Q3 last week at Japan. As Hulkenberg then comes through the middle sector. And that middle sector is green, 39.9. What about Bortoleto? 40.4. You are joking me. We're going to be out. What are you doing?
How's it looking?
The Williams has just cost us massively.
Okay, copy.
Oh, mate, we might survive, you know. We survived. Bortoleto, terrible lap. The Williams absolutely killed us as it was warming up for a lap. Look at that. That was terrible. I mean, he did go quicker. But Bortoleto 15th. Hulkenberg back into the top 10. Another Q3 shootout. But the problem is, we shouldn't have been in that position. We should have been clear. Hulkenberg was improving every single lap. That is frustrating because we shouldn't have been in that position at all. The Williams moved to the middle of the track to block us. Where's the penalisation? Now Hulkenberg. Oh, I think we've got held up by Alonso this time. We can never get some clear lap times. We come across a second off the pace. Why can't we ever find clear air? Why? How is it so hard to find no traffic on your run? There's only 10 cars on the track. I wish these cars would get out so much out of the way so much quicker. And now we're down to one final run. So everybody seemingly starting to come out. We're going to go now with Hulkenberg. Surely we're not going to get in anybody's way this time around. There is an Aston Martin coming out of the pits again though. You are going to kid myself. This is actually going to happen. We're going to meet him at turn 1 again, like we did with the Haas. Here he is. He gets out the way potentially. So, nightmare, as always. Through the first sector we go. New tyres on, and it is a 26.8. Where can Hulkenberg put himself in this qualifying session? We shouldn't be getting up any more traffic now. We've got to keep improving. A 10th would be good enough for P7, just over. That's what we've got to hope to get. P7 at least. I mean, to be honest, P8 is incredible. And now we're closing in on Ferrari, who is on his in-lap. He's got to get out of the way. Does. Middle sector is good as well. 39.8. As we come to the line, Hulkenberg's final lap of Q3 here in Bahrain under the lights. Crosses the line. Doesn't improve sector 3. But does go up into 7th place. Sainz, Alonso, Stroll. Sainz doesn't improve. Alonso, Stroll does. And Alonso does. So P9, and it is Leclerc taking pole position. P1 for Leclerc, 28.4. That is some quick times. We did our fastest time at 29.3 in Q3, and that starts us in 9th place. So P9 for Alonso. Now, race time. 2-stop strategy pretty much being the key. I don't know if a 1-stop is possible. I'm going to mess around and find out though. I mean, a 1-stop is, but it doesn't seem too quick. So I think I'm going to come out of that strategy and I'm going to revert back to a soft medium and a medium soft for Hulkenberg. That is going to be the way to go. So here we go, off to Bahrain. It's race day. We've got a Ferrari on pole. Well, Ferrari 1-2, Leclerc and Hamilton. We are on the left side of the grid, taking the outline for turn 1, and lights out, and away we go. Here we are in Bahrain, under the lights, and let's see what sort of start they have got. Russell has got a better start over the Ferrari, and I tell you what, Hamilton has had a shocker of a start. Here comes Piastri on the inside of Russell into turn 2 to turn 3, and it's all changed at the front. Piastri and Russell, Stroll, all fighting with Hamilton. Hulkenberg, I'll tell you what, I didn't even move myself to push off the start. If you've seen that, then you'd notice, what am I doing? Now, let's deploy it back. And now let's have some pace. But Hulkenberg has got away okay. He's currently into P8. And Bortoleto a second out, but got Lando Norris ahead. So Norris with a bad qualifying or a penalty taken. And now Hulkenberg is on the back of Fernando Alonso. Can we get Hulkenberg, who is on the medium tyres with Lawson behind, through this pack? Now, a lot of people on soft tyres out here. That means we need to try and stick with DRS if we can. And we will be going longer than everybody else. As we go down the straight, fastest lap set by Oscar Piastri, who is a 10th behind Leclerc into turn 1. And we just see that the McLaren holds bay in second. Now Hulkenberg, here we go, gets a good acceleration as we go to the end of sector 1, down the straight to the outside. And is he going to make a move? Not quite, on Fernando Alonso, who stays ahead, defends well, who is also looking at a move at Max Verstappen. Bortoleto has moved himself up to 13th early on, and that is a move to Jack Doohan. Oh, what a move by Bortoleto, through nicely, and that is music to our ears. So P8, and Bortoleto has just got past Lando Norris. Bortoleto absolutely flying. Let's have a look at this one. He's making some early moves. Helmet cam inside. Oh, what a move. Gabriel Bortoleto, take a bow. That is a fantastic move. So I'm going to cut down the fuel. We've got yellow flags out there, but that has ended. I think it was Alonso who locked up and ran wide. So Hulkenberg moves to 7th. Bortoleto moves to 11th. This is a great start. And here we go again. An epic first lap from Bortoleto, who goes to the inside of turn 1 against Sainz and gets the job done. And here he comes back on DRS. Wow, what an interesting start this has been. Now, I'm going to watch the tyres on lap 3. But is he? Bortoleto, P10. Wow, what a start by the man in green. We have got about 8 tenths to P6 for Verstappen. Remember, these are on soft tyres as well around us, so they are supposed to be quicker. We've got Lawson closing in. I feel like I still got to deploy where I can, because they are a lot of fast cars around us. We close up on the back. Have we got DRS down the straight? The answer is yes. DRS enabled. Bortoleto doesn't. He's got Sainz behind, who is coming and can't get the job done. Hulkenberg closing on Verstappen. This pace early on is phenomenal. The new chassis can't even be said for Bortoleto. He doesn't have that availability, but he is on the soft tyres. But he's made a really good start. Go to neutral. Sainz, will he think about a move? He won't. What about Hulkenberg? Again, still sitting behind at the moment. Soft tyres ahead, and we've got the pace, it seems. This chassis is a wonder of a build. As we come down the back straight, no DRS. We'll have that opened as we head through in the final turn. Verstappen pulls away. Where can we get to? All DRS is open. Hamilton takes the lead. Leclerc has dropped back. Hamilton with some phenomenal pacing as Sainz comes back past Bortoleto. So look at all these, all pretty close. All pretty close as Bortoleto tries to get past the Williams. You've got Norris a second, Tsunoda, Doohan. Gasly is detached, or Alonso is detached after his lockup. So this is looking pretty good. I'm going to sit on light with Hulkenberg for a little bit. Bortoleto, I'm going to sit on light as well whilst he's sat behind. I'm going to try and extend and look after tyres a little bit. Look at the pace that we have got. This is all behind George Russell, who is on the medium tyres. All behind. And this is really good. DRS enabled as well. We're going to come down the straight for Lance Stroll ahead of us, who's pulling clear. And we've got Bortoleto, who is being pulled clear as the two Williams go at each other into turn 1. But no way through for either car. And now we come down the straight. and we sit behind. So it's all systems go. It's all very close. Exciting. I can't believe we're in this mix at the moment. P7. This chassis upgrade is a treat. Is a wonder. As we've just got to keep pulling DRS. We're looking after the tyres where we can. We're keeping within DRSs at the moment, as well as the two Williams go at each other again. And it's Albon who forces Sainz a little bit backwards. But again, we're just topping up all the time. This is really, really good for our race. Here we go. This would be a move. Top speed. Oh, we're on the inside. It's a great move. Bortoleto into the points. What a move, but DRS is opened. It's a freeway battle. Look at that for a picture, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that for a picture. Tell you what, Hulkenberg is flying. Hulkenberg is up to 6th. Okay, so he is on fire. Look at this. Inside line, turn 1. Oh, he's on a miracle. He's absolutely booming at the moment. And he is up to 6th. And he's keeping ahead of Lance Stroll. And he's on the medium tyres, and he's on light, and he's conserving. It is beautiful. So the battle continues. Lawson has now made his way through, or had, and Stroll, who we're right on board with at the moment, drops down to 8th. Hulkenberg trying to survive from Liam Lawson's push, who is on soft tyres though. So again, we are going to be kind of out of sync with Lawson as he comes past. We've got to make sure we just sit within. Bortoleto has dropped down. Again, soft tyres kind of just gradually running out, and he lacks his race pace, but he's still P11. He's got Yuki Tsunoda on the softs right behind, and a lot better tyre management at that, so that's where we're going to be struggling with him. Behrman's got a mechanical fault, but he is at the back of the grid anyway, and now Stroll absolutely all over the back, but there is the offset here that the softs are quicker, but the question is, we have got mediums, so we've got to hold on, but the problem is, this could look quickly from P6 all the way down to like 10th. We are all in a line. So it could look great, and it could suddenly look very bad. Because we were doing well. Now, Bortoleto's got back past Yuki Tsunoda on those soft tyres. Hulkenberg, 8 tenths, 6 tenths. It's hovering around a little bit, as it's now Lawson who's dropped back a bit. Now, these soft tyres have got to start fading soon, where the mediums will take over. What we've got to do is keep within DRS range, which I don't think we've actually done through that sector. Now, Norris is going to be looking at a move. We're going to push our ERS system down the straight. Hold on, hopefully. And we do. So, Hulkenberg gets back within that DRS range. We're going to top back up now. And he is on the back of Lawson. Stroll gets back ahead. Softs are definitely seemingly now on the verge of not being as strong. You got Bortoleto a 10th behind Yuki Tsunoda. So he's still right there at the moment. Where is he going to make a move? It's all battle out front as well. Hamilton, Piastri, Leclerc, Verstappen. And that gap to Russell. Here we go. Bortoleto on the inside. Can't make the move. We're going to top back up. Now Hulkenberg is right behind P7 and P6. We're going to go to light again. Just always looking after the tyres as we go down the straight. McLaren lead, and here we go. Oh, is this a double overtake? It is a double overtake. One of the best moves that we've seen. What a move by Nico Hulkenberg. He takes 2 cars and gets himself up to 6th. Now that quickly changes as he comes back through, and we move back down to 7th place. But what a move that was. Stroll overtook Hulkenberg back. I think I missed the clip where Hulkenberg overtook both of them. But this is still pretty good so far. On lap 13. Come on. Another move. Oh, he's up the inside again. Hulkenberg into 6th place again. This is all 6th to 9th. Bortoleto is back past Tsunoda as well. It's all systems go. And again, we're just extending and helping these tyres. Stroll's going to come past, no doubt. Here he comes. Maybe we can defend it. Maybe. And we can defend it. And look how close this battle is. It is phenomenal. DRS, though, because of Stroll, nudged ahead. And Hulkenberg survives at the moment. What can we do? Can we deploy Hulkenberg to get him outside of these fading soft tyres and break the DRS toe? Already up to 8 tenths. Stroll's still going to get DRS, though. But we're going to try and use the ERS system to now push. Can we break the second? It's about 8 tenths to 9 tenths. Now it's moving up to a second. Can we break it as we go into the straight. There is a second. 1.2. 1.3. I think we've just got out of DRS. We can, and we can top back up. Brilliant, brilliant play by that man Hulkenberg again, driving this team forward. Now, Bortoleto down the straight, on top up, looking at a move, and he is also going to make a move. I mean, our Kick Sauber has seemingly come alive under the lights. Norris closing again, soft tyres still. Now, let's see if we can break the gap and the toe to Bortoleto to Tsunoda. Them softs, I think, are starting to go. And already, look, 1.1. That means no DRS. And now Norris gets through. So Norris is ahead of us. Norris is on the softs. He's got really good tyre management, though. The same as our soft tyres. That is shocking behaviour. How can he have that good tyre management? As we've got DRS, though, that's going to pull us closer still. From a long way back, the top speed of the Kick Sauber kicks in, but it's not close enough for a move. Pit window for Bortoleto. He is currently in 10th. Antonelli. Is Antonelli just... Antonelli's coming through as well. But again, he's got tyres that are a bit old. Maybe we've just made a move up to P10. And this is looking nice. So we've got a Verstappen pit stop here on lap 18. Verstappen into the box. Nice pit stop. It seems Hulkenberg will move himself up to P6. Albon pits as well. That is going to release Bortoleto, who will come through into P9 just behind Max Verstappen. So Bortoleto running a fine race at the moment, but tyres, little bit of an issue coming up. So I'm going to start to attack this lap, like so. And what we're going to do is, I feel like I want to bring him in to more softs. We want to keep the pace. So Bortoleto will be in from P9. He's going to be pushing now. Hulkenberg is lapping okay. 39.3. Stroll was 4 tenths slower. Verstappen obviously pitted. Ahead of us, I mean 6-7 tenths. Norris is quicker than us. That's no surprise to see. As Hamilton and Piastri now pit. Are we going to get out ahead of them? I think we will. The gap is not big enough. Hulkenberg is going to be up to 4th. Hulkenberg up to 4th. They will come back past us though, of course. And here comes Bortoleto then. So a lot of cars in the pits now leaving. Tsunoda and Gasly follow us in. We need a good stop by the team. We're in a crucial race here. It's not great. It's 2.9, but we will survive. We're still ahead of Tsunoda and Gasly. So we come out and we're going to attack early on because it is time to get them tyres up to temperature. Hulkenberg, 12 seconds off the lead, by the way. Absolutely having a fantastic race. Now with this, Bortoleto will have some good pace on these outlaps. Russell pits now as well. That's going to promote. Russell, I thought, was on medium tyres. I'm pretty sure he is. Now Bortoleto getting them tyres up. And here comes a move by Alonso. So Alonso has just got ahead. Not going to battle that too much. And Russell and Stroll now in the pits. So Hulkenberg is in podium positions at the moment. That I know, I can't believe it myself, but he's in podium positions. And he's 3.8 seconds off Norris, who is on the soft tyres. We're going to keep on this push, because this is a fantastic stint at the moment. Alonso ahead of us. Bortoletto's just got back past Alonso, actually. So now we are back into 15th. We are closing down on who is Ocon. Hopefully DRS is going to bring us back past here. But I think he is going to get DRS. Is he not? No, he's not. And we're going to move past extra. Norris pits then. Norris pits on the soft tyres. And we are into second. Can we lead a race? Can we lead a race for the first time? I think it's going to be very slim.
Okay.
Very slim. But that would be incredible because ultimately Leclerc is probably going to pit the same lap as us. Verstappen's going quicker. 2.5 seconds quicker that lap. Max Verstappen. He is flying on those soft tyres. But this is not our race, remember. This is not our race. I'm going to try and keep pace out there. Verstappen is just very, very quick. We are on mediums. And we are 14.5 seconds off the lead. Verstappen, look how quick them soft tyres are. We are well out of sync, but we are on the mediums. As Verstappen now comes through. This is going to be a sitting duck, I would expect. We've got good top speed, though. But it doesn't matter. Verstappen is through. We drop down to third. Yes, third at the moment. But we're going to find that Piastri, Hamilton and Russell are going to absolutely fly up to the back of us as we extend these stints out, look. And now we're going to bring some aggressive mode as well. So Bortoleto 13th. And we've got a little bit more tyre management than some of the others around us. So this is not too bad at the moment. I'm not too concerned. Hulkenberg, then again, just lets Piastri through. And Hamilton's going to follow through as well. What I would like to do is just keep DRS. Don't think we can, though. Unless we can get this down to a second. Under a second. I don't think we could. So top up again. No ERS. Hamilton should surely absolutely fly past now. Does he? Does he? We got DRS. We did have DRS in the end. And Hamilton does. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to attack these medium tyres. Extend a little bit. I want the offset over everybody else. Hulkenberg, if he can stay within. I don't think he can though. That's the problem. They are just too quick. Russell right behind us now too. I'm going to keep an eye on the gap for a minute. But I think we're losing far too much time in the corners. And I don't think we need to risk this. We are going back to 9 tenths though. It's borderline. DRS. Russell right behind us. I feel like we need to pit here. But then again, look, I've got used softs later on. I'm going to extend. I'm going to extend another lap. Russell now going to come past surely. And does. So we are pushing. Leclerc does pit. We didn't sadly get to lead the race. But we have got Hulkenberg behind Russell. DRS is going to pull us clear and pull us forward. We're still trying to push. Our time is not great. But I want the offset for tyre. That is what we want. We're 10 seconds, about 11 seconds to Norris. We're gonna still drop around 9th or 10th, I think. And what's our pace actually looking like at the moment? 38.6. Yeah, Albon, Russell, Stroll, all massively quicker. So I think now we've got to get in. New tyres. Time to get this stint out of the way. We've got to get out of these tyres. Bortoleto is, what's he lapping like at the moment? 36.7. 6 tenths a lap quicker than the Williams of Sainz ahead. And what sort of lap time can we get done with Hulkenberg? Where's he going to feed back out? I think he's going to feed out like 11th or 12th. 2.6 seconds. That's good. Can he get ahead of Sainz? He will. So a big tyre offset for Hulkenberg. He is now out. We're going to attack because what we want to do is get these tyres up to temperature. Bortoleto is catching Sainz. Hulkenberg will be absolutely catching the cars around as soon as he gets up to speed. And you can see at the minute, 5.7, that is the gap. About 6. I think Antonelli has got DRS as well, so that's why it's looking a little bit different. Now, we've got these tyre temperatures up. That gap is absolutely tumbling. And now, it's down to 5.4. There's been a crash. Yellow flags. I don't think anybody... Is it Norris? Is it some of these cars ahead?
Now we've had a crash.
What was it? It was Lando Norris. Here come the Red Bull, Lawson. And they just go... Oh, look at that. They both go off the circuit. The Red Bull carries on. The McLaren of Lando Norris loses some massive amount of time. And that means now that Hulkenberg has slashed into that gap. Now let's have a look how much time they lost as they come across the line. Lawson looks like he's got a penalty as well. And across the line, a 1:44. Hulkenberg has just done a 1:35. They lost 9 seconds on that lap. And a penalty for Lawson. So Hulkenberg is 11th. 4.6 off Antonelli. And that now sees Stroll move back down. We are catching. And there's another crash. Another crash. Safety car. A safety car deployed. And I think it was around where Bortoleto was. There is Bortoleto. Oh,
cutting it so
oh no,
close.
that is
And there,
that's Hulkenberg.
Oh! And
Oh,
thankfully, after that, it seems the drivers are okay.
that is big damage. And that is Liam Lawson surely out of this race. And Stroll out of this race as well. So some big accidents here. Safety car has been deployed. Stroll is in. We've got a few pit stops. I don't feel like it's time to pit though. I mean, I could go to hards to the end and get a cheap pit stop. I mean, can't pit Hulkenberg. What about Bortoleto? He's in the points, though. He's in the points. If we went to hard tyres, he can go to the end. But is this a risk that we go to hards? I think we pit Bortoleto here, who is on some older tyres. I mean, what's the difference? Only 3/10 of a lap time. Hulkenberg. Do we pit Hulkenberg? Oh, everybody's pitting though. I feel like we've got to. I feel like we have got to pit. Hard tyres, confirm pit. I feel like we've got to here pit as we come round. Now,
and what's that?
Verstappen's had a pit stop issue. Everybody is pitting. Everybody is pitting. So that is the right choice to get into the pits here. Let's have a look what sort of lap times we can do, though. So everybody pits. I expect a lot of hard tyres. Some softs. Surely not. 25 laps on softs. And a good 2.7 pit stop was okay. What about Bortoleto, who comes into the pits now? Hits his marks. 2.6. Better. So a safety car will take us round. Ocon is already locked up under safety car. We are 9th and 11th. What about tyres? Lap cars now overtake. Everybody is pretty much pitted. A lot of softs, mediums and hards. It's a real change of strategy out there as Behrman laps himself. When does the safety car come in? Safety car ends now. So we've got plenty of fuel. We can go and sit on aggressive. We can deploy everything that we've got. So at the end of this lap, Piastri will lead. Hamilton, Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Antonelli, Norris, Albon, Hulkenberg and Sainz will be your top 10, with Bortoleto sitting just outside in 11th place. Now, come on. Come on. Come on, team. Let's do this. When does Piastri go? Now he goes, and it's a great race start from Piastri. Hulkenberg right on the back. Remember, no DRS for this first lap after safety car has ended. Bortoleto has already made a move on Sainz. Bortoleto is up to 10th place. Wow. These guys are having a fantastic race. Now, soft tyres, Leclerc and Piastri, I imagine they'll struggle. Sainz potentially will struggle too. It's going to be interesting to see who's got. Now, the thing is, in this race, we had, and we've been running quite a lot into the top 6. So we were running quite nicely early on. And now we're back down in 9th and 10th with a lot of faster cars now with us. So we've got a lot to do. But 23 laps. I've got to look after tyres. We've got to hold on to points if we can. You can see here that Hulkenberg has already dropped 2 seconds. Bortoleto is now 1/10 behind. I don't want to fight, teammate. I don't want to lose any time here. We're going to put these on neutral. We are going green in sectors. We just can't live with the pace early on. Sainz is right behind us. He's on soft tyres. But they are going to be fading pretty quick. Can we get a couple of points here? That is going to be key. Now, lap 38, Sainz has just got us. Them soft tyres are working magical at the moment, but they're down to 77%. We are also closing on Alex Albon, who has dropped massively away on what is hard tyres. So we are going to come back through this, I do feel. I feel like we're in a better position as it stands, currently in P10, P11. We kind of need Sainz to get Albon, and then I feel like we can get him too. But we are gonna deploy. Remember, we have got some insane top speed on this car. Or, well, I say insane, it's still like top 12. And here we go then. We go to the inside line. We're trying to make that move back on Carlos Sainz into turn 1. Sainz has the line. We can't make that move, but we are right on the back gearbox of that car. Can we get through? No, we can't. So that Williams really pushing the cars along at the moment, working together as we go back on board. Come on. Lap 39. We are within shouting chances of double points. This is a great little battle that we've got going on. We're still within 5/10, 6/10 of DRS. We're going to absolutely be fine for that. And it is Albon who's really causing the plug here and holding everything at bay. Hulkenberg down to 7 tenths, but he will still get DRS. We are going to be looking, and that is a great acceleration. Hamilton and Piastri battling out front. Here come the Williams cars fighting it out, and Sainz does get ahead of Albon. That's what we needed. Now, the question is, can we get Alex Albon? That is absolutely crucial. He is slow on the hard tyre. Now, we're going to deploy, because we need to keep up with Sainz. And already, Albon is out of DRS. We've got to find that overtake, and quickly. As we deploy ERS, it's an easy move. We are past. It looks like he's struggling, Albon. Now, we are going to be under threat. We are going to be under threat by him. It was a beautiful move. We're out on ERS. 8 tenths is the gap. But only 2 tenths to Hulkenberg to Bortoleto. Come on, Borto. Let's get through. And he's sticking, but DRS is still a problem because he's getting it from Hulkenberg. Kind of need Hulkenberg to push up the road. I've got him on top up at the moment. I'm going to have to push and deploy. He's got 4 tenths at the moment. We've got Alonso right behind us on mediums. We need to try and drop Albon. And that gap is about a second, but I think he's got DRS. He has. And now we're trying to manage everything we can. Now it's 1 second. 1.4. Can we get a move done? This is crucial. I'll tell you what, Hulkenberg's catching back up with Sainz. As we empty the ERS system, can we get the move hard v hard? We go to the outside. Yes, we can. And here comes Alonso on mediums too. Now, hopefully, I wanted Albon to keep him at bay. Doesn't. And as we go through, watch out for that Aston Martin coming very quickly. Hulkenberg and Bortoleto. Double point scoring at the moment. 1 second. And here comes Alonso. Can't make the move stick. Gets a slow exit. But here comes the traction of the medium tyres. Alonso is up to 10. Bortoleto will fight that position. But still got 15, 16 laps to go. Our tyres not looking too bad. I still feel that Sainz cannot go to the end here. Surely cannot go to the end. Now, Hulkenberg has just got us. Back down to 10th. It was Alonso who came through. Again, medium tyres, which are looking after themselves pretty well at the moment. Bortoleto is kind of running out of fuel. He's got Albon ahead. He's down to 12th now, and that is because of the pace of Alonso. So, what do we do here? And that is a move round the outside of Fernando. And that is up to P9. That was a good move out the final corner. Let's watch that one.
Let's have a look at that.
We don't watch too many.
Nico Hulkenberg there. The opportunity's there.
Oh, what a move. Round the outside. A driver with utter confidence. Making the move stick. And now I expect to see Alonso come back past us with that DRS. Not yet. 2 seconds is the gap to Sainz if we want to get further. Bortoleto is right behind Albon. We've got to hope these tyres come back. But Alonso seemingly is great at managing his tyres. Sainz I expect to drop. Albon has got good tyre management. Not too bad too. So, we've got to just watch out. I still feel like we're going to be pretty quick. Sainz is lapping a lot quicker, but surely we'll have to pit. And we've got Alonso. We're going to keep trading positions, I feel, here. 2 tenths. He will surely come back past now, unless we can defend. And we can't. But we will get DRS. That rear wing will open back up surely here. There you go. Oh, and that is... Who was that? Was that Behrman getting out the way? It was. So still P10, P12. 4 tenths is the gap. We will eventually, I feel, get back into this point scoring for both cars. And here we go, lap 53. Sainz, I told you I didn't think he could get the softs. That releases us. And he does pit. I didn't think he would pit. I thought he'd hold out. But into turn 1 we go. And now Hulkenberg is passed. And now I need to try and deploy and get rid of Fernando Alonso, who comes back through. And who's right behind us now? Alex Albon. Bortoleto hasn't been able to keep with the pace, sadly. He is back down at the moment in P12. 5.5 seconds off. Not really going to be able to get any more ground either. So he's kind of out of the question. That race pace struggling again for Bortoleto as Hulkenberg moves himself, or did move himself, back into P8. But Alonso coming back at him. And as we go and watch from above, It is now. 6/10 the gap. DRS is going to be key. We're using all of the ERS where we can. We've got 1% remaining to try and break the second. And now we're going to have to top back up again. So let's see what happens. We are one little small accident away from getting Bortoleto back into the points. A P8 finish would not be bad at all if we could hold it out. But that Alonso, it's just how long do their mediums stay like a performance tyre? Bortoleto, you can see 47%, not really going to be troubling anyone. He's a little bit too far out now to do any damage. So it's all on Heiko Hulkenberg to try and bring this home for some points. We should be guaranteeing points here. 3 laps to go. Verstappen leads Piastri, leads Leclerc. Is your top 3, with Norris fighting George Russell, who has to just quickly back out. Alonso sticking with DRS. Bortoleto is 5 seconds ahead of 13th and 5 seconds behind. So he's nowhere at the moment. And we're still pushing with 3 laps to go. Alonso right behind us still. P8 would be a great finish. We are 28 seconds behind. Anyone who's doing purple out there? Jesus, Sainz could be coming quick. So we've got to see how this goes. We're not going to be catching anyone. 3/10 is still the gap. We are still topping up. They've just started the penultimate lap, have the leaders, on lap 56. Alonso's still sticking with us. We're still on conserve on the ERS, as here comes Fernando. We defend. The mediums get him through, though. And I am kind of just waiting, actually, because I feel like we're going to have 1 lap to go, and that's when I want to top up. So I'm going to attack now with the tyres. I've got nothing to lose anymore. Got nothing to lose on Bortoleto, that is certain. So, here we go. I'm going to keep topping up. Tyres are going to keep me within. DRS is going to keep me within. Kind of don't want to overtake yet, but we might go for it anyway. We are ahead. Final lap. Alonso sits behind. We are managing this all the way. We get a brilliant exit. Now we've got to keep him behind. Bortoleto's got nothing left. No surprise there. He's absolutely done in 12th place. Hulkenberg, though, with Alonso chasing all the time. Look at the traction for Hulkenberg, who gets away well. All of the ERS now going to be used through this middle sector, with the gap opening up to 8/10. Alonso trying to hunt down, now out of DRS range with 1.03. And that, I think, has done. We've managed to hold the ERS. We've just emptied the tank right now. We've got that gap to 2 seconds. Bortoleto is going to come home in probably 13th place because Sainz is right behind him. Soft tyres, no match.
Max Verstappen
but
over the finish line.
Max Verstappen wins it here in Bahrain. Piastri and Norris in a double McLaren podium with Leclerc in 4th. Remember, Leclerc and Hamilton led this away. Hamilton come back through. And Hulkenberg comes home in 8th place. Just runs out of fuel, just survives it as well. Bortoleto comes home in what is P13. That was limited based on Sainz coming back through on the softs. You know what? Without the chassis for Bortoleto, we've definitely got improvement in this car for him. Obviously, Sainz coming back through costs him. But Hulkenberg showing that that chassis is working nicely. It's a couple of points, 4 points in total for Hulkenberg. Brilliant, brilliant race from him. Up to 2nd, remember, in that race at 1.2. And then, obviously, of course, now we get the driver standings. Hulkenberg up to 11th. Importantly, in the Constructors, we stay 7th, but we gain 4 points. We are only a point behind Williams. No pit stops. We are slacking on the fast times this weekend. 2.6s, though, we are consistent, but both drivers get our contract bonus. So more money in the bank for us, as the next circuit we come to will be Saudi Arabia and Jeddah. Again, another circuit that might suit our top speed. You can see our top speed is 14th. Our acceleration is 8th. Well, then we are kind of a midfield car, so the chassis is key. But at the moment, Bahrain is done. That was a very nice race. Do we have car parts being developed? We do. We should have a chassis ready for that race as well. If we check the car parts. We do have the chassis being readied, and we are going to be looking good. Side pods I'm not going to have ready. Suspension is on both cars. So we got ready to go, but you can see that chassis is going to be major improvements for Bortoleto. But another points finish here for Sauber.